I think you'll find, sir, that there will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together.
Like we always do about this time.
Chill. 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 Hey. Hey. Chill. 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 Hey, what's up, everybody? Everybody, what's up?
What's good?
What's up? What's up?
What up, though?
What up, though? As y'all can see, it's me, Wildcard Mar.
We saving.
Yeah, we saving
this cheer for Lex.
Lex gonna be in here eventually. She out getting the bag, getting that money, get that money, 6. But when you come on in, just be a little bit quiet. We in the middle.
Slide in.
Yeah, slide in. Don't come in like a nigger and hey, what's up? Of course, Wildcard Mar.
Coming like you sneaking in the house. You know how we do.
Alexis on the way, and that guy right there. That
Tell them if they want it, they can come.
You about to bang on these niggas with the
I swear I love my city.
just had to, man.
I'm from the murder cap.
See me, they say when they ain't ready for that.
Sipping and spilling the gas.
Okay,
Detroit versus
DJ. Detroit versus everybody. That nigga Mel representing.
It's that nigga.
Representing the glove, Detroit over there.
What's good?
Man, welcome to another episode of I Often Wonder,
Right.
America's favorite podcast. But look, this is part of our 28 days of black excellence,
Right.
black representation, black
Right.
anything, black,
Mhm.
black,
Right,
blackity
right,
black.
right,
Mama
right,
say,
right.
mama say, mama go side. Mama say, mama say, mama go side. It just didn't feel right with Lex.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
need
I
Lex
know.
here to kind of hype it
I
in.
know.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, girl. Yeah.
But no, literally, this is part of our first major series that we're doing and actually just
For season
executing
2.
for season 2.
Right.
We just want to pretty much for the month of February just highlight anything that is just
Black.
we
Black excellence.
yeah, we're just putting on for our people.
Black businesses.
Yeah.
Just blackity black.
So for the rest of our audience that is not of the melanin complexion,
Sit back and learn.
Just sit back and learn. Just enjoy it because we just this whole month we are putting nothing but black positivity.
We get back to y'all after February.
We'll get back to y'all after February.
Right, we get back to y'all after February.
But we have some guests today, and
Right.
And I wanted to make sure that they got put on in this series because, with everybody kind of doing their own podcasting thing and everybody trying to find their voices, and that's one thing we're big on is us as a people finding our voices and telling our narrative and not letting the media, let the others do it for us.
Right.
And then just the name of their podcast, Black Owned Podcast. So
Speaks for itself.
Speaks for itself. So I thought it was right. So joining us today, we have the host of the Black Owned Podcast. We have Sincere and Peaches. Oh, there it is. There it is. My man got our standing ovation on CP time, man. Come on, man.
I mean, it is black, right?
Peaches, Sincere, say what up to the people.
Hello, everybody.
So we gonna kick this episode off like we did of all our other 28 days of Black Excellence podcast.
Right.
So Peaches, I want you to kick it off. What does Black history mean to you?
I am Black History.
Oh, okay. So started off strong, girl. That's all like.
Yeah. This is kind of a weird topic for me because we've gotten lost in translation.
Okay.
What it means to be Black.
Mm-hmm.
The historic portion of it, I don't feel like it's depicted from a Black point of view.
Okay.
I like
And I also feel like everything that we've learned coming up, unless you did your own digging, has been watered down and narrated to how the white man wanted it to be depicted.
Okay.
You know, I think it's important while some of us still have the opportunity to sit down and get the real stories from our grandparents, you know, the portions that they live, you know, so that we can tell the story and have everything culminate from within us.
Right.
I don't want to hear what somebody else told me why the Underground Railroad was established. I don't want to hear why Martin Luther King was assassinated. You know, we want to hear the truth. You know,
Right.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. We never heard about that. You know,
Right.
as long as that happened throughout school and even with my children, that story has never been told. Why? Because it will make other people, you know, look, we'll see what's going on.
Right.
You know,
Right.
wide open. So Black History means, you know, living for tomorrow and putting our people in place to make history, to be a part of it, to be a force that's to be reckoned with, to not be watered down, to not be told and depicted from someone else's point of view. You know, Black history is what we've come from and it's where we're going.
Okay.
And if you look at it at the big picture and, you know, if you take a microscope and we pull it up and we look at the U.S. and where we're going, what can they say about us in history? You know, 20 years from now, you know, this Black-owned podcast, you know, what waves will it make? You know,
Right.
you guys, so I often wonder, you know, how are we making waves? You know, so when we think about history, we not talking about Harriet Tubman and, you know,
Right.
you know, the people who they was able to paint these pictures of
Right.
and make it seem like it was easier than what it was, you know. I want my children to be able to understand the sweat, the blood, the tears, and be able to appreciate where we are and be something to be reckoned with going forward. So that's what Black history means to me, the now as well as the past.
Oh, wow. Sound like she was giving a valedictorian speech.
Hey,
My co-host right there.
Sound like
My co-host.
well, damn, Peaches. She over here blew the mic on fire.
Right.
Hey, you know,
Lord.
Hey, I ain't mad at her.
mask off, you know,
Hey.
I'm back, you know, like,
Hey, I am
That's
not
it's gonna
mad.
ease into it a
Yeah,
little bit. You know what I
ease
mean? She came in full throttle.
Hey, no Vaseline, bro.
Put on next up in this
sometimes they need to feel it, you know.
Hey, they need that good.
We making it easy. You know?
Hey, you ain't supposed to. Sincere, my brother. Same question, man. What does Black history mean to you?
You're going to hear a lot of kind of the same. First of all, Black-owned podcast, the thing about what's Black-owned about it is thought. Right? Because, see, a lot of times we think that we're sharing or that we're coming up with an original thought, but usually your thought has already been curated for you because you're getting whatever it is from the media.
Right.
A media which doesn't see things from the same lens that you live behind. You know what I'm saying? So Black history to me does mean exactly that. It means the history that is kept suppressed. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're going to tell you about the I Have a Dream speech from Martin Luther King, but they're not going to tell you that he also felt like maybe segregation was a good thing. That maybe fighting against it was not the right thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're not going to tell you about, you know, those types of things. Black history, like, you know, Peaches said, is me. It's today. You know what I mean? It's what I teach my children. The things that we are doing today is setting history for tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we being, you know, Black people, that history should be on our mind every day.
Right.
Because every day you're going to make some type, you know, of history. It's just about what you're going to, what's that history going to look like? What is it going to sound like? Not just today, but for, you know, generations after. You know what I mean? And if we got into a place where we did understand our history, and our history didn't begin with slavery.
Right.
You know what I mean? If we did understand what our history was, that we will understand where we should be going and how our thoughts should be curated for the future. It's very important for, at least for myself, for me to, and I teach my kids to make sure that even I use this example and I say even if you're going to cheat in the game, you got to know the rules first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you still got to know the rules. You still got to go out here and learn. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the mainstream, is going to teach.
Right.
Learn that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach you the rest of it when you get to the house. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then we'll learn how to kind of circumvent that so that it works well in our favor.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what Black history is, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I like that. Both of them were good answers, man.
Dope answers.
Yeah, both of them were great answers, man. It's like every time we ask that question, first of all, it's never the same.
Never.
Everybody gives a different answer.
Hey.
But we're glad to see Lex has made it.
Yes,
Next bubble.
pardon my
You know what I'm
tardiness.
saying?
Now you
Hey, Lex.
now we know
Hey,
you,
how-
She on
we know
CP
you was getting the
time.
bag. We know you was getting the bag.
Listen, but I was excited about this show, so I'm mad that I missed that answer. I'm going to be excited to watch the replay. So, but yes, thank you guys for being on the show. So I'm gonna let y'all roll since I'm the late one. Where
Nah,
y'all?
you good.
No, we just started. But
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
we-
so
look at
Yeah,
Lord.
I mean, all we did was pretty much, just throw the question down with Black history. I mean, Peaches came and blew the mic up.
she did the valedictorian speech.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I love when the women come in and show out.
And then,
Yes.
and then sincere, man, you kind of got like a mix of like Malcolm X and Martin Luther in you at the same time.
Yeah, man. I'm big.
Khalid
Big on
Muhammad.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Get your hand out my pocket. You know?
Hey, I like
You know what I'm saying?
it.
Hey, Peaches done known me for a while. She done had to slow me up a couple of times too. Like, hey,
Hey,
As y'all can tell, we have a great organic brother sister kind of banter that we do. Just kind of give the audience on how y'all came together with this Black Owned podcast.
well, it's hard to say this is my brother. We're both retired chiefs from the military.
Okay.
I had
Thank you for your
the
service.
honor of working with Sincere. And, coming up from the way we come up and coming up through the rank structure as, Black men and women in the military, you kind of find it hard to find people who are not, I'm talking about everybody that is still true to themselves.
Okay.
They still true to their roots. And, you can learn from them, and it's no jealousy, it's no hate, and
Right.
we actually bonded, over, work, not just work, but life experiences and, where we were in our lives when we met and over the course of the, 2 years?
yeah, about
Before he went to Japan. So we've always kind of stayed cool. And if, we were ever in the same city, we, linked like San Diego, I met him and, he was there. Just everything with us. We both like battle rap. So we were like the cool, so we would be at his computer, listening to battle rap. And, it's the niggas and this and this. And, sometimes he get in character. He'll forget where he at. He infamous for saying nigga.
Join the club. That is my word right
I can't- I
there.
don't use that.
Nigga.
I don't
You
do
got the wrong hat off. Oh, take the fitted off.
Okay.
So it was just something that was organic, and whenever we do link or anything, it's always like we just seen each other yesterday. So
That's good.
That's
That's
pretty
good.
dope.
he's sucking me into the Black podcast. He baited me. He think he got all the sins, but I be seeing it coming.
Tell them how it is, because they be thinking they be one up on us, but we be real like, no, we just gonna let y'all
He
think y'all
already
got
had it
it.
made up in his head, like, hey, me and Peach is about to do this Black on podcast. But
Right.
the way he pitched it to me, it wasn't like that. So I'm thinking, I'm a guest. I done brought a friend. We going through. At the end of the show, he was like, well, you guys just met our co-host. My new co-host, You know, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Sounds about like how we did you. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like how we did
No,
you.
Okay.
Hey,
But
no,
you know,
hey, my story is just like yours, please, because literally, like, Jamel and Lexus have already done a couple of episodes.
Just one.
And
Yeah.
they have.
We just did one.
Oh,
Yeah, we
was
just
it?
did
We just did one.
But they asked me to be a guest and like a little correspondent on one show, and then I guess it just happened.
Yeah.
And I mean, a year later,
Yeah, a couple months
you
later.
still going?
This
It is.
nigga still here.
Unfortunately, he did not come
Y'all
with a
nigga can't
return
get rid of
policy.
me.
Right.
And I ain't no return policy.
He didn't come with no
Nigga,
damn
I'm
return
here.
policy.
We passed the 30-day warning.
Think about Sincere. He think he got all the sense. Y'all hear him? Yeah, we got to formulate, made this, and then we. So he tried to rock me to sleep, but I was already on him. But I can tell, and he'll push me. If he feel like I'm not doing my share, or he feel like I should do more, he's gonna be like, "Hey, yo, Shonda, you need to do something." He gonna, like, oh, here's the script, and I'll read it. It'll be like, I got the 5-minute Peaches fixed, and I was like, hold on, set the time down, like, so he'll push me to be better and more engaged, and
But that's good.
earn more. Like he
Right.
makes me
That's good.
dig.
That's good.
He be about his facts. He's about his facts. So I know when I come, I gotta, make sure I done got in the weeds and, call my grandmother
Yeah.
so that when we speak, I can kind of get it. That's my brother.
Hey, but that's what makes a great dynamic. And we're gonna take a quick commercial break. And after we come back from that commercial break, y'all stay tuned because we're gonna dig into more of the dynamics of the Black Owned podcast. Y'all stay tuned.
Looking for a great home cooked meal and you don't have time to prepare it? Well, your solution is here. Mad Mac Catering. The food is made with love and with a touch of soul. Contact us at 704-516-4334 or on Twitter at SmadMac or the website www.madmacs.net. That's www.madmacs.net.
And we are back, you guys. Listen, we are sitting down and talking with the Black Owned podcast. And listen,
Peaches and Sincere.
this I just love. Let me just say this.
Yeah, this
They
28
know-
days.
They know how I am about.
I tried to do it by myself.
But it didn't. Do I need to take a moment and we redo it?
Yes, 'cause it
listen.
just didn't
So
feel
you
right.
know we are doing the 28 days
just
of
didn't feel
Black
right.
excellence, Black power, everything that's bliggity bliggity black. You already know what it is.
Mama say,
Black is black.
Mama say, Mama say. All right, that felt better. I feel
felt
better.
better.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
love
good.
it, love it.
Thank you. I feel like I've been here since the beginning of the show now. Thank you so kindly. Listen, and I have to say this because y'all know I am all everything Black female, everything that's women empowerment. And
Black as hell,
Peaches,
too.
listen, I am. Peaches is giving me every piece of woman life right now, and I am loving it. Okay. Now, I have to ask this because we were talking before the commercial break about the dynamic and how Sincere pushes you when you're lacking or anything like that, just like these two do with me. What is it? Take us into like a planning meeting for an episode for you guys. What is that like?
Well, go ahead. You want to do it?
No, go ahead.
We kind of like to keep it organic, so we try to stay up on topics that's affecting us, and people don't really realize it, or things about the family dynamic, or why we feel the way we feel, and give it because everything is given from a man's point of view, like what type of woman you should be, what type I need, and what I'm not gonna do. And he has 20 years in his relationship, the good, bad, the ugly. They persevered. So sometimes I'm still, what she say, riggedy riggedy raw,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in it, and I'm not. I don't know. I can't really go ahead and help sister out. I want to.
Peaches is here's the thing about Peaches. This why I love Peaches seriously is I don't really consider you a friend unless we like been through something together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be just like a yes person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I come to you and I say, hey man, me and wifey was arguing about this and so she dead wrong, she getting on my nerves. But if I was right, then she'll be like, hey, well, you probably need to just swallow your pride or whatever, this, that, and that. But if I was wrong, then she'll say, nah, fam.
Right.
You wrong. You need to
Get it together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, go get you some flowers or whatever you got to do.
I know that's right.
And then, you know what I'm saying? They go tighten it up. So getting ready for the show is kind of, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll send her the script. But this mother, man, it could be 30 minutes before live time. She'd be like, no, we're going to switch it up and do, you know what I'm saying?
What does that sound like?
Because I've been in
What does that sound like?
I feel like, it'll be like more interesting, or if it touched me, personally, and I feel something, I feel like I can give more, and I'm more
passionate about it.
Passionate and prone to dig and get the right answers because, I'm passionate. Like, this means something to me. This should mean something to y'all.
Right.
Down, because everybody don't want to hear that. Oh yes, good afternoon. I read the script and some people be like, next podcast. We heard these 3 podcasts ago. If we plan like we feel like, because we used to be so passionate about it, we'll get in and before it's time to go on, because we always come on 30 minutes prior so that we can circumvent any issues that might be coming on. But we'll find ourselves having the discussion that we supposed to have on live. So now when we go live, we already done talked about it and hashed it out. It's like dead, like dry. Now we gotta, put some
Yeah. Now we just get on. We check the mic. Your mic good? All right. Your audio good? I'll let you a minute before the show and get out of there.
But that's so crazy because we find ourselves doing that. So it's good to hear that another podcast does the same thing, because I'll tell the guys all the time, hey, we got to talk about this on the show. Shut up. Like, stop having a conversation about it.
It's hard sometimes.
It makes it, but it makes a difference when you're passionate about something, and you can tell off rip that y'all are beyond passionate about what you do. And I think that makes it different, especially when we're talking about Black history and Black excellence, and you think of the greats that were doing things in the movement of Black history. They were passionate about it. Mm-hmm. So I got to go ahead and go there, since we're talking about passion and we are all Black people. And we've asked this. We're Black. I'm dang sure not nothing else. Don't want to be nothing else. I'm happy Black.
I went blonde. I didn't know. Now I'm just
listen. But that blonde is getting it, baby. That blonde is everything. Listen. So we asked this.
She get a comb with them see-through.
I'm trying to have 36 inches by next week. I'm trying to tell you.
36 inches.
Yeah, I'm trying to have at least more than what I got on my head right now. Listen, I like it going to the floor. Don't judge me.
Going to the floor.
I'll go to the floor. Don't judge me.
Don't do it. Bust it.
Hey, sincere. Don't egg her. Don't egg her.
It don't take much, Sig. It don't take much. I'm telling you. Listen, okay, so back to business. We asked this question with a lot of different guests. We know that in 2020 and throughout the year, there were a lot of Black Lives Matters movements. And you have different people's opinions on what happened. So we asked this particular one, what were you guys' thoughts and feelings when it came to the whole Breonna Taylor situation?
It's so hard to not be, pissed off, on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. Even now I'm to the point where I have to pick and choose. I have still never watched the full video of George Floyd.
Yeah.
And other video, but just because it's too much for me. It's too traumatic, right?
Right.
Breonna Taylor, the thing that kind of got me about that was that and somehow there was a man involved in some way, you know what I'm saying? Like, where her choice of dude kind of played a part in that thing happening. And that's not a popular opinion to have. But the more you listen to me and the more you listen to the podcast, you will see I hold black men to a high
Right.
standard.
Okay.
So I believe that the community of black people is squarely on the shoulders of black men. So for her, you know what I'm saying, to have, you know, chosen or done whatever, you know what I'm saying, she did, because that's all they talked about after the fact was, you know, she was dating a drug dealer, or
Right.
she had packs in the house and all this. But what does that have to do with anything, though?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I talk about when I say you have to have your own thought. You have to have your own black own thought, because the media will have you hating your own people,
Right.
That's good.
turning against your own people. You know what I'm saying? You don't listen carefully. You know what I mean? We got to live this life every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I was really kind of hurt in several different type of ways when it came to the Breonna Taylor case, because I mean, she was young. It seemed like she definitely was trying to get her bag together.
Right.
Yeah.
The education and everything like that. So, you know, who knows what she could have become?
Right.
You know what I mean? And we'll never know.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, you know, also one of the things that kind of bothers me about the whole Breonna Taylor case is that, you know, again, you know, another wasted future, you know, a future that will never be.
Yeah.
That was said
Peaches?
perfectly.
When I think about Rihanna, like I said, I'm still really raw, you know. So, you know, I look at it in a different light, because that could have been me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that lifestyle, that type of man, you know, granted that I'm, you know, grinding like Brianna, you know, like I said, it could have been me, you know, we're getting money, we're educating ourselves, we're, you know, we're being, you know, great, upstanding members of society.
Right.
And so we as women, I don't feel like we use logic, especially at that age, about who is worthy of us and who's worthy of our time. But I felt like I shouldn't be saying that, because when we're taking ownership, when we look at it from that way and we try to depict it that way, we taking ownership off of the fault in the police.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get beat up for, you know, saying what's right, you know, and the digital age, and, you know, the day where it's Twitter and Facebook, and, you know, people can actually hide behind this, and, you know, you kind of got to watch what you say. I feel that was unfair. No one will ever, you know, to wake up and having a normal day, you know, y'all good, you in the middle of dead sleep, not knowing that you're about to take your last breath. And, you know, it's just, it makes me afraid, you know, the disposition and how the cops got off, and then us losing ourselves, that the sheriff, the head of the police, the black guy who did the investigation, that this is another reason why he's looked at as a hero, not for us. You know, we call him, what's his name? You know that nigga, don't you? It's Django, you know? That's what you want to, you know? That's a modern age, you know, kind of like Bill Carson. You got to understand that we're not just fighting ourselves. You know what I mean? Fighting against, you know, injustice and unfair treatment from, you know, the white man or the majority. We're also we fighting it every day in our community and our homes. And some people, it is what it is. You know, if money talk, bullshit walk, they're gonna sign us up and lay us out of here.
Right.
And help further the gap. So I don't know. It's, it could have been.
No, I mean, I think it's fair to say that Breonna Taylor situation, it all affected us in a different way, but I think the underlying tone is just like, damn, another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
But it's sad that it's like that we can say that and feel like it's like desensitized, like it's suspected. Now it's almost the norm. Like at some point now, our voices aren't loud as they should be because it's become the norm. You know, there's so many laws and gray areas, and that people are getting away with murder. You know.
Yeah. You raised a lot of points there, and I think that there's a lot of things that can be true at the same time. It's true that we have an outside oppressor.
Oh, most definitely.
That's a truth.
Yeah.
You know, there's no getting around that. There's also another truth is that we sometimes have to take ownership of our decisions, and that's no way of saying anything bad of you know, what Breonna Taylor choices she made prior to being with the new guy. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we make crazy decisions when we're young. I've done it. I'm sure a lot of us done it.
Pretty sure all of us have.
You know, and we don't think about those decisions until A, they come back to haunt us, or B, as we get older and we become more introspective and look back over our past and say, dang, I did some dumb stuff when I was young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in this, sometimes in this particular case, her having association with that guy gave the police an excuse
to do it,
to come into her house. It didn't give them the right, just an excuse.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would say there was no right there at all.
You know what I'm saying? They
There's
use
no
that as
right
an
at all.
excuse because of her ties to her past.
I got you.
You know, and I
How
think
do you get from over that? You know,
Yeah.
how do you get from? It's kind of hard to get away from your past unless you kind of isolate yourself.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you're always gonna have to fight something if you want more. You think that if your kids speak a certain way or have a little tact about themselves, oh y'all think y'all better than them.
right.
You know, and I just thank God that with my family, I'm from inner city Cleveland, like you know, and my siblings. Two of my brothers were murdered, but my siblings are there. I have one in the feds as well. They look at my children as if they're green. So I just thank God that, you know, I can put them in an environment to show them where I came from, show them my roots. You know, of course, I will never be able to explain, you know, or discuss things that I went through as a child with them. And I feel like that too is a barrier. That's why our children don't understand their worth. They don't know the history. They don't know why they are a certain way. They don't, you know, we have all of these questions because some stuff it goes back to the mental health and, you know, that the desire for the women to look stronger than what they are, that we're and us as a community, we're not going to give our children the full picture of what they would need to, you know, shape history. You know, they're going to do it anyway. Right. It won't be to the extent and to the degree that it would had they known their past, had they had those answers, had, you know, they know why their dad wasn't around, had they known what type of life he lived or why he can't understand what you're going through. You know, like a lot of, we leave it behind. You throw it away, you don't talk about it, it's sealed up now.
Right.
Here trying to figure out who they are and why. And
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We get ready to go to break.
I'm about to say, put a pin right there.
We'll come back to that.
Because I want to touch. You touched on something that was actually going to be a follow-up question. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Do you have an upcoming event and you need desserts? Millie J Sweets can take away all of your worries. While you relax, we can prepare scrumptious, delicious, and professionally catered desserts for your event. We offer a wide assortment of cakes, pies, and pastries to ensure your event will be one to remember. Call us at 704-685-7584 or come to the website at millie-j-sweets-treats with a z.square.site. Remember, Millie J Sweets.
hello, y'all. Of course, y'all know I am going to talk about the inauguration, but not what y'all think I'm talking about because that's there. You know, Buddy still owe me about $2 billion. So, you know, we'll see what we see when it hit my bank account. No, I'm just playing. But what I had came to what I saw and I noticed was the way them girls had them pieces on, baby. They came to serve. You know, everybody was classy. You didn't see a logo in sight. There was no Gucci, no Fendi, no Prada, no any of that. But they was classy. They was serving and they stood up. And that's the way I'm moving now. Like, if you guys notice, like, I'm gonna carry a bag, but the rest of that stuff is a waste of money to me. We're hitting network.
Welcome back. We are sitting down and we are talking with
That boy
the
still owe you
host.
2 bands, huh?
Listen, he owe me 2 bands too. Join the club. But I'm so glad you played that clip because that goes into kind of what I wanted to touch on that we were talking about before, about us not knowing the younger generation not really knowing their past and things of that nature. And how they are so caught up on a label. They're so caught up on being with the best trend. And that picture of the inauguration with the women, you just saw nothing but elegance and class. That is it. What do you guys think it would take for our younger generation to realize that is the picture that we need to be showing instead of showing the... not the ratchet side, because we still need the ratchet side. Let me get that straight. We need that in this world. But how do we get them to know how to cut that on and cut that off?
We're not. You're not gonna. That's something that we can't do because, granted, we are an image or we try to mold ourselves into people that they can look up to. Mm-hmm. However, you're still gonna have rappers and actors. I'm losing my words. That's like right. Making it okay to be naked. That lack of attention that you're not getting when you dress classy. Of course, and as women, we have to face that. You can dress classy, and it don't be because no one's attracted to you. Some men are so insecure that they look at a woman like that. And they're not going to address her because they don't know how to approach her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
However, on the other side, if you going to get liposuction and butt shots and chest and the breasts, mm-hmm. and you're looking at Cash Doll and all of these shapely women, the Kardashians, if they're following, you will tend to mimic that. Mm-hmm. Michelle isn't celebrated as she should. Granted, she hit the jackpot. She went to college and picked the president number 44.
No. Barack hit the jackpot.
Barack hit the jackpot. I didn't say that, but from a woman's perspective, the first black president. But they don't understand what she's her accolades. They don't understand that she was the woman that he wanted because she challenged him. That she was smart as well. She brought out the best in him. And right now, what's your boy say? What's your boy? This nigga, what's his name?
Kevin Samuels. Stop bringing this man up.
Yeah, no, because I can't stand that man, but he, like Kevin Samuel says, that's not what, when he paints the picture, and he's gaining traction, that's not what the black man wants. So until the black man shows them that I want this woman to procreate with and have children and go to this school, we're never going to have that because it's not celebrated enough.
I feel you. That's actually dope.
Go ahead.
Now, kind of to play off of that, now, and just kind of tie in what you said earlier, Sincere, about how you hold black men to a higher standard, and just kind of give me, what's your idea of what a black man should be?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He should be a king.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Yeah. I was say, please elaborate, because there are 20,000 definitions of what a king should be. Let's elaborate on that,
Are you talking about like a Simba king or a Burger King? What are you talking about?
Hey, and there's a difference.
Ronald McDonald or Crab Dior? What you want?
That is definitely a difference. So, and as I alluded to when I initially made the statement, it's about setting not just the example, but understanding that kingship doesn't mean rulership. There's a difference.
That's great. That's
right? So my when it comes to the kids, at least in my home, I understand that there's dynamics. So I have 4 boys and 1 girl. So the boys learn from the words of their mother and the actions of their father.
That's good. That is.
The daughter learns from what she sees the way she sees her father treat her mother and what her mother accepts. So that exchange is very critical as far as in the eyes, you know what I'm saying, of your children. Right. So they need to see you. They need to also see you have integrity, to operate in integrity all of the time. And you can't always think that you are right. Right. So there's a thing. I'm 44. I didn't grow up with a father in my house. So how do I know how to be a father?
That's your boy.
You just gotta. It's by the seat of my pants.
You don't know.
It's by the seat of my pants, literally. You know.
Yeah, you don't know.
What I do know is what I don't want to be.
Come on now.
That shit got you. That's what's up.
And then you operate by what results you would like to see, and what may yield you those results. And then you just, everything else literally is by the seat of your pants. My oldest son is 25. We had a real serious conversation maybe about 6 months ago. And he was getting on my nerves, you know what I mean? And I didn't understand, like, what the hell is going on? Because another thing I didn't do is I didn't kick my kids out when they turned 18.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, what I did was I sent them off to college and I advised them to come back home after college so that you could stack your paper up and go directly into home ownership when you leave here.
That's good. That is good.
And when we had this conversation, and then he was like, "Well, you know, I'm trying to do what you did because you came from nothing, and now we doing like, you know, as well as we're doing. I'm blessed." You know what I'm saying? Blah blah. But I said, you know what? I think that you think my definition of success is this house, these cars, and it's not. My definition of success, I will never know if I achieved it because my definition of a success will come to fruition on the day that you speak at my funeral.
Wow.
And if you got words to say that I want to be a carbon copy of what my father was, that he was a man of integrity, that he stood on what he said, that he was a great man, that he did everything that he could to ensure that I had, then I've done what I was supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not necessary. I could be a wonderful father and we live in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just about how you go about doing things. So that's what I mean when I say we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we have to be when it comes to, because you can't change anything until you change the younger generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to save the world, raise your kids right.
Right.
The rest of it to take care of itself.
Hello.
But I think that speaks to. Oh, go ahead, Peach. I see. Go ahead. You about to say something?
Yeah, I have to kind of interject. I agree. I'm not. I give him a hard time. I give him a hard time because he like that Kevin Samuels dude, you know. You know, so I have to give him a hard time anytime he hit on something similar to something that I heard this man say, you know, because he'd be like, "Oh, that boy good, sexual chocolate."
Not sexual.
I find that, you know, sometimes maybe you can, I don't know if you have children as well, but I feel like as women, because we have to put on this strong black woman, because what's depicted through history is these strong black women, we serve our daughters injustice. You know, my daughter she's 19. I pushed her. She graduated from Paxton School for Advanced Studies. Full ride. You know, she attends state. But she's not like me. She has my ways, but like I feel like I pushed her to be wiser before her time. So she doesn't have that time. Like if you know she talks, you catch her interest and you do something that she don't agree with, she just throw the whole dude away. I'll be like, well, you know, well, what happened? You know, and then it's like she's a virgin, so you already having sex, then you know, it's like, how do we let them know that that's okay? Because sometimes that strong woman gets in the way of that man wanting or desiring to take the forefront of the relationship.
So I'll say this. The scripture says a false balance is abomination.
Mhm.
So I believe that everything you do, you must achieve balance.
Come on,
So
Pastor.
if you're teetering on one side, then always try to bring yourself back to the middle from that side. You know what I'm saying? So my thing going to what Sincere said and speaking to what you said, it's okay to have your children to want to achieve greatness. It's okay to have your daughter to want to be strong. But in that strength, she still have to know how to be humble too.
Humble
You
and
know what I'm
strong.
saying? And how to navigate between strength and humbleness. And that's the key to me, is that navigation between the two. I think a lot of times with our kids, we push one side over the other. And that's sometimes based on our upbringing, our failures, our guilts. You know, well, I didn't have my dad in my life. I'm gonna make sure my kid be a better dad than my dad and I am, which is fine. But at the same time, he has to learn the other side of that too, so he can achieve balance. I think that's the key. Always keeping that balance between the two and teaching our kids how to fight between those two. Sometimes you are gonna be over here, but you fighting to get back to the middle. And sometimes you're gonna be over here, and then you fight to get back to the middle. And that's our struggle and our constant walk in life. That's how I think how we should go about, teaching our kids and even in us.
Oh yeah.
Because we have to do that. Even as parents, sometimes we want to be that strong hand.
And I deal with it
You know what
every
I'm
day,
saying?
bro.
But sometimes you got to say, okay, not this time.
Yeah.
There's a better lesson. There's a better lesson in letting them go through without me being that strong hand.
Yeah.
And I had to learn it. I'm not saying that I did that all the time when I raised my kids, because all my kids are grown. So I had to look back in, and I give a little anecdote. So when my kids and their mother and I were always fight. We had a volatile relationship, and it took me until now, to really realize I need to mend that relationship with their mom. I was so focused on my kids. I gotta make sure I can raise my kids, because my kids stayed with me. So I had to make sure I took care of my kids, bump their mama. You know what I'm saying? But then I started thinking, if I'm supposed to be for the uplifting of black people, how can I not uplift their mama? She's black too.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
You know what I'm saying?
good. That's
So
good.
I have to be in a way where I have to uplift everyone that comes into my contact that is black.
Yeah.
Whether it be their mama, who I may not disagree with all the time. It's not to say that right now I agree with everything she says, but I'm not going to, from now on, not going to put her down in public, not going to put her down in front of the kids. We're going to take her to the side. Hey, look, let's deal with this.
Yeah.
For as their parents, let's deal with this. Now I have a grandson. Hey, no, we can't take this into his life.
Yeah.
This same relationship.
Right, that's
You know what I'm
good.
saying? So I had to make that conscious decision to do that, not because of her,
Yeah.
because of me.
Me, yeah.
Right.
For
I
you.
have to be healed. If I'm not healed, I can't help nobody.
I know that you keep saying I.
Go ahead.
Your kids should see that as well.
Right.
They should.
Right.
They should see you say, you know what, I was doing it all wrong all of this time, but
Right.
but I'm going to correct it. But
Right.
that it shows them it's never too late. You're
Right.
never at a point where you got it all together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Go ahead, Peaches. You were saying?
I know that you keep saying I. You know what you have to do.
Right.
You felt it's two parts, and you
Right.
fell in and realized she had to be willing to accept what you was trying to give and change and look at the bigger picture.
Right.
So it's not a cookie cutter
It's not.
stamp for all of that.
It's
you
not.
know,
It's not.
oftentimes we look at our situation and push it onto others and
Right.
feel like it's easier to be like, oh, they should have did that because it worked for me. Another thing that we got to realize is DNA, and I was speaking about this on Friday. Who
Okay.
you procreate with.
Okay.
You know, you can be the best person in the world, you know, smart, you know, outgoing, and you have a bad day at the club, you slip up, you know, 9 months later you got something in the mail.
Right.
You know, and you figure out, oh, I got DNA test. There's 100, it's mine, and this is not something that just happens in the Black community. This is, you know, across the board.
Right.
And now you gotta accept a child and realize, like, you might want this for them, but you gotta see what else come with them. That DNA makeup and who they are, they drive, they determine. It's gonna be both of y'all. So stop procreating with a man without drive, with a woman without drive, with a woman that you don't feel like can mimic the woman that she is what you want your child to mimic with. If you mimic. So if you want the big booty stripper that's shaking her butt until she Trixie from Players Club, you know, don't be surprised when your daughter end up on that pole too, because she seen her mama blow up on social media. She seen them boys flopping over her behind. You know, we'll want Michelle Obama from goddamn Peaches.
And Michelle
that
Obama got the tail.
Store, you know, so
she just ain't stripping.
What you say?
I said Michelle Obama got the backside too. She's just not stripping.
No, I'm not saying
Hey, she might be stripping for Barack.
Right. She's not doing no public displays of stripping.
Hey, she be over there. Yeah, Mr. President. Yeah, Mr. President.
I'm not gonna this nigga.
You know, I don't mean it like that, but I'm saying
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, Mr. President.
Why did you egg them on, Sincere? Why? I was already trying to get it. Look, I was trying to get it together after the Trixie reference because the Players Club is my movie. So all I thought about was Trixie coming out and everybody leaving. So I was already done for. You want to egg them on? Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mr. President. Yeah, Mr. President.
Okay, hey.
Say Bill Clinton didn't want to get it on in the White House, nigga.
Tupac?
Tupac? Bring it back.
No,
Bring it back.
No,
Bring it back.
Hey, you just said it.
No,
You was all the way over there. Now you gotta fire back. Bring it over here.
My bad.
God almighty.
Oh, Lord.
Can't take him.
I'm staying in dress too, nigga.
Michelle dressed up like Obama and turn around in that chair with their little cigarette hanging out her mouth on some stripping stuff like President, you know, get down on your knees. Like,
Shoot.
Yo, hold on. We're gonna take another.
I love him too. You know, he ain't putting up with no lame chick. You see him? He's walking everything. Like, just what we do. You know?
Hold that thought, yo. We are coming back. We got one more segment. Y'all stay tuned after this short commercial break.
Do you feel sluggish and tired? Not getting enough sleep? Are you looking for a more holistic and natural approach to your health and wellness? Well, the Healing Component has just what you're looking for. Our body butters, bath bombs, teas, and other CBD products will assist you on your journey to holistic health. Follow us on Instagram at The Healing Component.
And we are back.
Swagger jacket. You taking notes, Mark? I got y'all little setup. Like
Listen now, you know, it's always wonderful when you just promote your own business on your own show. Like, we try to take over all of everything. We taking over everything.
Yeah.
I'm glad you started finally singing.
I mean,
I was waiting for you to start singing because, you know, it's not an episode till you start singing.
I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for good looks and entertainment. That's what I do.
Anyway.
I let y'all be the smart motherfuckers. I'm here.
Some days
to
I
make-
am not as smart
I'm
as
here-
I like to
I'm
be.
here to make the podcast look good.
You see me, you would have thought I done puff the pass. I keep dropping words like, wait a minute.
Oh, trust me, we got the habitual heavy tongue ass motherfucker over here.
It is, and what's crazy is, and I haven't done it this show. Thank you very much.
It's coming.
It's coming.
No,
Give it
y'all
a
will
minute.
not put that on me. But I literally do it every show, whether it's mess up a guest name and I have it dead in front of me,
I did it.
or my words get it all jumbled up. Because what happens is,
You get excited.
exactly.
I know that what it is.
I get very excited because
I do
this
that.
is something.
That's all, folks.
This is something that I'm passionate about. So when you get passionate about something,
Yeah,
your
your brain moves faster
adrenaline
than your
is
mouth.
like, listen, and it does. But y'all not gonna judge me because y'all can't get rid of me.
I'm just saying. Your mouth just can't catch up, and your brain's going to.
Listen.
It happens.
It happens. It happens.
It's okay.
It's happening to you a lot, but it happens.
Yeah.
See, one of the other good things about our setup is I can mute them. So they're going to keep on and I'm going to mute them on the show.
Oh, Lord.
But we talked about some serious stuff. We talked about, what Black History
Yeah,
means.
let's lighten up the mood.
So we got to end, of course, our last segment, and we heard you guys say it in the first little bit of segment, is about some music. You guys bonded over battle rap. What, if we pick up your phone, what is in your playlist right now?
Oh my God! Hold on, let me go before Peaches because she's gonna be all day.
Don't judge us, women. We like our music.
Hey, look. Sometimes when I be like, "Yo, Peach, I need some more stuff for my iPod," she be like, "Yo, I got you." You know what I'm saying? Peaches be on it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you. You know what? I'm gonna ask. I know right now. The last thing I was listening to was YFN Lucci.
Okay.
That's definitely he gets heavy rotation in the day. You know what? The boy Mo3 from Dallas. I was listening to him a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Mo3. Ace Hood.
Ace Hood.
Make sure y'all support Ace Hood too, because he doing it independent right now.
Yeah, he is. A lot of people don't know that.
Make sure y'all hook him up. So Ace Hood. You know what though? This might trip you out. But
It probably won't. It probably won't. I guarantee you won't.
I listen to a lot of Christian rap.
Okay.
Oh, I ain't heard that in a while.
Come on now.
So I especially love Eshawn Burgundy.
Come on now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a lot of hit. I got like everything he made. That's heavy in my joint too. So yeah, all of that. Oh, and Dave East new joint. I love that.
You love Dave East?
Yeah, Dave East.
I'm not going to diss on Dave East. It's just, I just feel like he's almost the Great Value version of Method Man, and that's not a diss on him. It's just that if I want something that's
like
going to be
it is
similar to
a
Method,
diss.
I just listen to
the
Method. So, and it's not a diss on Dave East because I think Dave East is talented.
Hey, have y'all heard of Simba?
Yeah.
I've heard of the
heard
name,
it.
but I haven't researched or listened to
So
it.
he got a song right now with 2 Chainz called Big Homie. That gets a lot of play. That gets a lot of play.
I have to look at
Hey, how was he spelling it? Like Simba, like the lion, like Lion King, like Simba or E?
That's why NBA.
Oh, okay.
I think I've seen that. I have seen that.
See, listen.
I played that.
That's why.
You might have.
I played them before.
Yeah. I ain't
played
gonna
them
lie. I'm right now. I've been on Conway the Machine.
Oh, Conway,
Benny
nice.
the Butcher.
Conway, nice.
West Side Gun. I've been on them lately.
Yeah, y'all sound like Midwest.
I'm the R&B girl. I'm old school all day long. So
But see, my playlist has got everything. I got the Beatles in my playlist.
Yeah.
I got the Doors in my playlist.
No,
That's
I mean,
Green Day.
You know what I'm saying?
mine.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So I got a whole lot of. I got jazz.
Yeah, you can see that on a lot of our.
Like
our
if you watch our
episodes.
episodes, you hear all kinds of music.
all kind of music.
I play some Lenny Kravitz on here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Then I know I might broken. Then I play like MC8. You know what I'm saying? I play
Hey,
I play
I
Kendrick.
love old school.
You know what I'm saying? I play Kendrick. throw all kinds of stuff. We just like music.
Yeah, NWA.
Yeah, now that y'all
you
like
did some
music.
NWA yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Now that you like
Yeah.
music, can we hear Peach's list? Because you
Oh,
cut in
sorry.
front of her. I want to hear her list.
No,
My
we
bad.
was just throwing out.
We just throwing out.
Yeah.
We're rebutting
Yeah.
his
I'm just
commentary.
saying.
Listen to my look at my library. There's a guy
Peaches,
named
wait a minute now. We only an hour show, okay?
I know. I recently, like what's been in my thing. I'm old school and new
Okay.
school.
Okay.
Yo, I listen to 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
Top Authority. I'm a Tupac fan. I listen
yeah.
to Fujiano.
Okay.
Stephanie Mills. Teddy Pendergrass. Sade.
Nice damn.
Sweetest taboo.
Sullivan.
No.
Her.
No, not today. Shot.
Come on, that's my girl. Listen, you just don't like talk about. Listen, her, Summer Walker, and Ella May right now are my 3 favorite.
And Kianda Lede. What's her name? With OnlyFans. And Ariana Grande. My daughter likes that. Black Youngster. Yeah, What's on Your Mind by Kate Camp. You gotta listen to that. Oh, Nino Man.
Nino Man.
A lot of people sleep on Nino Man.
Yeah, that I Hate You and Hurt. I love those songs. Oh, and it's a girl named Bia. She's a song called Skate. I like long walks with my nigga to the bank. You know I'm on.
I'm gonna have to have you send
Okay,
me
Peaches.
the links to your music because I like to add to my collection.
Yeah, me too.
It's wonderful.
Oh, I like Dame too. Y'all listen to Dame Dollar? I like Dame.
Hey, I kind of listen to it. He be having some clever bars, and this
Yeah,
beat's
yeah.
fire. Hey,
He got some fire.
Hey, for him to be an NBA player, he actually is actually. I ain't gonna say he better than a lot of these rappers, but he's better than a lot of these
He
rappers.
is better than a lot of these.
I'm about to say no, that's not a question.
I'm gonna say it.
But yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, what unsigned like unsigned local kind of like artists y'all got that might be fly that I can put in my library?
You'll have to go to YouTube, but my guy, I've been knowing this guy for like 10, 15 years.
Oh yeah.
My guy, Silent Hill. So you'll just type in Hitchhikers. He got him and his homeboy Jay
Yeah,
Leo.
he nice.
Yeah, he's super nice.
Yeah, he nice.
I think a lot of unsigned artists that are on my playlist, rap wise, two major ones is one Young Nitrous, or Nitrous the Veteran. You can find his stuff on Apple and on YouTube, as well as a guy named E Pills. Yeah, E Pills, and there's actually, and she's actually going to be on the show in season 2. Vanessa, I think her last name is Jacobs. She's an R&B artist. She has a song that's called "Touch My Body," and when I say her vocals,
I keep the R&B to you.
Listen, y'all know I will play I will R&B them out. They get tired of me.
Well, it's not that I don't mind R&B. It's just that
Vanessa Jody. Sorry, her name is Vanessa Jody.
I'm just never in a space where because I don't like to listen to R&B when
Unless it ain't no knocking boots moments.
No, I'd rather make the noise. Yeah, I like making the soundtrack. Hell, what you talking about?
I don't want that image in my head. I don't even know why
You're
I
too
said
loud. I can't hear the
that.
clapping.
If they have not introduced themselves, they are the Skeet and Skedaddle crew. Okay, they are Skeet and
Oh, yeah.
Skedaddle.
Skeet and Skedaddle.
That's who they
That's
are.
my motto. My mantra.
Oh man, I got a young boy who I had on the show. His name Mizzy Raw. Real talented brother, man. Good music too. It ain't this mumble rap mess. He can actually get down, man.
Yeah,
Mizzy Raw. Check him out if you get a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
write it down.
There's another guy I got on Spotify. His name's Philosopher. It's FILOSPHA.
Okay.
Okay.
So he
Okay. Hey, so you know who else? You one last dude who I know you like, and he made a what's the name? He made a tape maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I still listen to. And his name Chulo.
I've heard of him. My brother listens to him.
He get down.
Okay.
That's my man. He from Duval County too. So
Duval.
Listen,
you know what I mean? Got to represent.
listen,
I got kinfolk in Jayville.
Indeed.
Word.
Oh yeah, my
y'all got
cousin-
kinfolk everywhere.
I mean, he got more kinfolk spread out everywhere.
I mean, he's next to Jesus. So.
You know what I'm saying? I got people spread out, like a few people, but like for the most part, all the kinfolk.
We got a big family.
They in
that's
Kansas
why.
City, so
We got a big old family. That's why.
I cannot with you.
But
I
yeah,
will not.
It's been fun, man. We
been
enjoyed
real
y'all,
fun.
man. We enjoyed y'all. We got
Yeah, man, it was good, man. Appreciate y'all.
We're gonna have to get up again and do another one. I like this.
yeah.
Yes, thank y'all so much for
Right.
definitely taking the time
Hey,
out.
before we get out, Sincere, go ahead, plug one more time where the people can find you and
Yep,
Peaches
that's
at.
exactly what I was gonna say.
I got you.
Black owned podcast everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, IG, and definitely subscribe to that YouTube page. Black owned podcast. We on
think I
live
did.
every Thursday on Facebook and YouTube, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
We'll be checking you out,
At
man.
that. No, they be having some fire.
I about to say
topics,
because
man.
I went back and I was listening to some stuff and I was like, yo,
I think let me do it right now. I'm
Hey,
thinking
but
about
I love the balance between him and Peaches because you see Peaches is amped and she's gonna go in, and then
Or he's
Sincere's
like,
he's more
listen.
mellow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then when he says something, it's like, oh damn.
he's one.
That's
You
that
can tell.
impactful
Yeah, I was
shit.
saying you can tell he's one of those. As my daddy used to say, my sister always would date the quiet man, but whenever he spoke, he spoke volume.
Yeah.
You had no choice but to listen, and that's what I get from Sincere.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I love Peaches is like me. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and guess what?
She's starting off on 10.
All right, praise the Lord. Hey, girl.
I know Peaches.
Salam alaikum.
I mean, you got that life alert internet.
You on
shit, so
mute.
you got going.
Something's going on.
Oh no, you good?
Y'all, listen,
Nah, you good.
do
We
not feel bad because every time we try to do
Wait a
a
minute,
live,
Did you just change outfits too?
Another view.
I say, she didn't we change outfits.
She's like, wardrobe change.
Right.
I do that.
listen, you never know what you're gonna get. But look, don't feel bad because every time we try to do a live, my internet
Yeah, you get
sucked.
lost.
And I'd be sitting right
got
next
that-
to the router,
that
like,
nasty
what
internet.
is going on?
You gotta plug in, fam. Plug it in.
Listen, I was plugged in. That's the sad part.
I was like, did you tired of me out here? Did you know you got the little link on your phone? Did you disconnect the internet? Let me back in.
Let it back in. But no, we were just thanking you guys both because it's always a pleasure to link with people who are passionate
Right.
about the field that they're in, especially when we're in the same field.
Passionate
And-
about black folks.
Yeah, and not only that, but to see that you guys are encouraging other black folk,
Right.
And you're building a certain culture, you're building a certain community, and y'all are just doing amazing things. And like we always say, y'all are not kinfolk to us, y'all are family. So anything we can do to help, you guys succeed, let us know. We are about supporting our own and making sure we all win together. It's always heartwarming to see the passion and drive, especially with people of like minds, and you guys are definitely that.
right.
So good job on setting this up.
Hey, one thing I do want to, I regretted to point out is that for anybody out there who might have a black-owned business, we do black-owned business spotlight every week on the show.
You heard that.
You can hit us up on the email at the number 1 blackownedpodcast@gmail.com.
I got one for you. It's called I Often Wonder.
Well, we actually got about 4. I often wonder.
Hey, look, we gonna switch. Hey, we gonna switch it up. We gonna have y'all on. You know what I'm talking about? We live.
Listen, we
Hey,
follow live.
I gotta step my podcast game up though. I get to the little mixing floor.
Listen, we'll give you plenty of spotlights. You got 3 caterers sitting right here. You got Billy J Sweet Treats, Mad Max. We got the clothing line.
Right.
Listen, when I say that COVID-19 really
You
showed.
got a clothing line.
I do.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure you put me on the. That's all I do is buy clothes. All I try to do is support only black owned businesses.
Okay.
Like everything I got on today is from a black owned business. That's
Okay.
all I try to do.
Okay.
So send me that.
I will.
See, look how the Lord just.
I got on an H&M shirt. You know, I want to give them
Hey,
a,
that's all right.
It's okay. I'm wearing
It's all right.
Walmart today. It's all right. I'm Walmart out,
Nah,
jacket,
y'all
shirt,
good.
and pants.
Hey, well,
okay.
no, we've enjoyed that time, and
We did.
and like literally when because I've been watching you guys do your thing for a minute, especially the whole Man Down Network. So I was like, I gotta get them on the show. So boom, right? Like literally, I was in y'all show. I was like, yo, we need to collab.
Yeah, right.
And we got a text message. We're like, what?
I was like, yo, we gotta do it. So again, Peaches, sincere man. We appreciate y'all.
Most definitely.
And like Lex says, we gonna keep bigging y'all up, and like for real, anything y'all need from like sincere. You say you need to step your podcast. That's the guy right there to talk to.
Yeah,
like,
man. Holla at me. I see what I can do. Whatever I can do to help you, man.
I'm telling
Every
you.
technology thing is him. We don't touch it at all.
Yeah. Look.
Just their own.
Producer, this is the mouth. Good looks. I know my role.
The mouth and the secretary, okay? The mouth and the secretary. I think we share that job.
But hey, we gonna let y'all go again. Peaches Sincere. Hey, everybody, the Black Owned Podcast on Facebook.
Like it, follow it, subscribe to it right now.
Go holler at them. Hey, we appreciate y'all again, man.
Thank y'all so much for coming on.
No problem.
Yeah, bye. Thanks for having us.
Y'all be good.
Man, listen. When we wrap these shows up every time with this 28 days.
You better keep my weed stash up. And I'll keep producing shit.
Listen, you ain't gotta worry about it. I'm gonna start buying it for you. My doggone stuff. He goes, take that right there. Take that right there. I got another one. Take that right there. Take that right there. Listen,
I'm gonna buy you a pound.
Listen,
you stash.
Bump that. I'm gonna just go ahead and buy him a couple bags so he ain't never gonna run out. I'm gonna spend about 3 checks right there.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You gonna look like a drug house by the time I'm done.
Hey, we love our people.
Listen, y'all. What else is there to say? There's nothing else to say. Listen, 28 days of Black history, Black excellence, Black power, everything that's bliggity black. Listen, y'all already know where to find all of our stuff at. Go check out the website, www.ioftenwonder19.com. Listen, until next time, make sure that you are staying tuned. Every day of February, we got a new episode for you. Season 2, we coming hard. Until next time, I'm your girl, Black Bubba Walters.
Catch y'all, Wildcat Mar.
And of course,
it's me.
We love y'all.
Look me right in my face. She can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it.